y'all today. I love Mr. Thomas. He is an awesome, just phenomenal teacher and entrepreneur. And so I'm excited to be here. This is Stingray Science. I actually turned my dining room into an area where I showcase most of the animals that I have, but I do have over 200 animals. So just to give you an idea of some of the space that we have in here, I'm gonna turn the camera around. So this is like their studio area. So there's a tank here that has bullfrogs in it and they're sleeping right now. But this is what the setup looks like when I feature my animals. And this is the desk that I sit at, and a lot of the animals kind of sit over there with me. There's a tank inside here, right inside my desk. And then one thing that I love to focus on as well is reading. So these are the books, not for me, but for the animals. So they like to kind of sit there with kids, and they're trained to sit for 30-minute increments. So if you want to sit down and read with a frog, you can actually sit and read with a frog for up to 30 minutes. How cool is that? All right, so I'm going to show you some of my friends that I have in a little bit. One of them is sitting right in front of us. It is a blue-fronted parrot. So who loves birds?
Me. Eli.
Me? Who said me?
Eli.
Hey,
have like 8.
Miss.
I have 8 parrots.
Yeah, so Miss Sawyer, that's my new student Max. I taught Max a while ago in our DJ class.
You can hear.
And if you listen carefully, guys, you can hear the birds. He has like 8 birds in his house in New York.
Super cool, Max. Super cool. So what kind of birds do you have, Max?
I have bluebills. I have real chickens. I have kayaks.
You mute yourself. Unmute yourself, Max.
Oh. I have 1 kayak. I have 2 green. Are they called blue bats or something like that? And I have 2 condors.
Look at you. That's totally awesome. That's really cool. So
Nice.
you really love birds. I have a little bit more, but I love your birds. Your birds are more exotic, I'll say, than my birds. The most exotic bird that I have right now is the blue-fronted Amazon parrot named Amazon, because my specialty, or the animal that I have the most of, would be lizards. And I'll tell you why in a little bit. But a lot of my animals have special needs, okay? So they may be blind, deaf, they may be missing a leg, an arm, or had surgeries. And so I take them in. So everybody's heard of PetSmart or Petco, places like that. When they get animals in with special needs and they can't sell them, they'll call me and they'll say, okay, Stingray Science, can you take care of them? And I say, I will. So Amazon is one of my birds that I adopted. And here he goes right here. And he has his back to us right now, but this is Amazon. Amazon is kind of free range. Most of the day he stays right here. Sometimes he gets off of his stool here and he'll walk around the house a little bit and call my name. He says over 100 words so far. But the funny thing with Amazon is Amazon talks when he wants to. So a lot of times when I want him to say something, he doesn't want to say anything. But then when you don't want him to say anything, then he gets to talking. But he loves kids. So if you all were like here right in his face, he would probably just talk your ear off. But if I just want him to say something, he doesn't want to say anything. But there is Amazon. Now, Amazon gets along with all the animals that I have. When I get a new animal in, you all, I actually get that animal acquainted with everybody. So I actually walk around my entire house and say, this is your brother, such and such. This is your sister, such and such. And I introduce them to everyone because I want to be able to make sure that they all get along. So I can hold a snake, a rabbit, a guinea pig, a chameleon, a frog, all at the same time, and they won't bother each other. That's something, right?
I have a question.
They will not bother each other. And when I have the animals out, they're all in different rooms all over my house. None of them just walks around freely unless they're having free time. So who likes recess like at school? You have recess or you just like to go outside and play with your friends? Yeah. So that's what I allow my animals to do. So they have friend day. So I'll come home and say, okay, you all are going to pair up today and I'll let you all out at the same time. And they'll have a certain area where they are that they can play with each other or just go and take baths with each other. And so that's the way that I can get them acquainted. So if I go out to, say, the libraries with my animals and all of them are in the same room, everybody's going to get along. All right, everybody get along. So I want to show you some of the animals that I have and see if you all think they're pretty cool. Now, one thing I like to say is that when you see an animal and you really like it, you're going to say, ooh, interesting. Let me hear you do it. Go.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh, that was good. Try one more time. Really sound excited. Say, ooh, interesting.
Ooh, interesting.
There you go. Now, if you kind of like it, you'll just say, ooh, interesting. Let me hear you.
Ooh, interesting.
Ooh,
there you go. And if you really don't like it, if you're just saying, you know, that's not my cup of tea, I really don't like that one, you can say, ooh. And that's fine. Just ooh. Let me hear you say that.
Ooh.
Very good. So the only thing we can't say is like yuck, eel, that, because guess what? They're all animals and they can't help it if they might not be the cutest thing in the world, but they're still animals and we still love them. So we just don't say eel. We just say they're interesting and we just say, ooh, you know, like that. Okay. So the first one, the first animal that we're going to show you is from Madagascar. And this little guy, I have 14 of these that I'm going to show you, 14. And this little guy likes to imitate a snake. So on the forest floor, underneath all the dead leaves, this is where this guy lives. And anytime any animal comes up, he does this. Just like that. But he doesn't do it with his mouth. He does it with his sides. He has air pockets on his sides. And he takes in a deep breath. And when it says, so I'm going to show them to you. I know a lot of people are going to say, ooh, interesting when you see this guy. All right, here we go.
And we have a hand raised, Miss Sawyer, when you get a moment too. So Madison
and I'm ready.
Hello. So I have an interest in tortoises. I'm going to get a Herman's tortoise this year. So do you have any tortoises specifically there?
I do. The biggest tortoise that I have is a Sakata tortoise, or they call them the African spurred tortoises, and they're the third largest in the world. And Charlie actually just went to his summer home in my backyard. All right. He is 120 pounds right now, and he's going to get up to 300 pounds.
Wow.
So he is the biggest tortoise that I have. I have a sun radiated tortoise as well. But as far as the biggest one and the most popular one, the one that I go around and do like the tortoise in the hair race with, and he wins every time, is Charlie. And like I said, he's the African spurred tortoise. So y'all will get a chance to meet him one day soon too. But you think I can lift him?
No.
Yep, no. I don't lift him very well. So I'll get my dad or I get someone else to go with me and lift him. But he's pretty big. He's pretty big. All right, are y'all ready?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna show it to you in here first. This is one of his homes. What is that?
A hissing cockroach.
Yes! That's
Kenny.
Right
Kenny, go get your mom.
Look, look, he's like, oh, look at me. So he's on the back right now. His name is Shiny. All right, and there are 14 of them.
14?
So when you handle these guys and they're used to you being handled, they don't hiss as much as you want them to. But I'm going to see if I can get him to hiss for you. So we're going to be really quiet and see if I can get him to hiss for you. Who likes roaches?
Not me.
Not me.
He's like, not me. All right, so we're going to. if you can see him. So he has his antenna there. He's really a really cool guy. Pretty chill. They're pretty chill. They love to eat kale. That's their favorite. Collard greens. And then also I'm going to show them show you like a little dust that they eat for their vitamins. Are you ready? Let's see if he's going to hiss for you. You see those holes? Can y'all see those holes pretty well on the side? That's where the air fills up right there. So we're going to see if he'll hiss. You ready? Oh, you're going to do a little bit. Why do you think he's not hissing for us?
He's shy.
Well, that's a good one. Yeah, he could be a little shy.
I think it's because he knows you a lot more.
There you go. He knows me. He knows me. So he's like, okay, I don't really want to hiss at you because I know you, mama, because you're my mama. So he's not really doing a lot of hissing right now. But hopefully you get a chance to see these guys. Or say, for instance, when Mr. Thomas comes over and Mr. Thomas touches him, what is he going to do?
Pass out. Mr. Thomas is going to pass out.
Yes. Mr. Thomas might pass out and then he's going to start hissing. He's definitely going to start hissing. So these guys are what we call an invasive species, okay? So that just typically means that if I were to let this guy out in my house, oh my goodness, I would have what they call an infestation really, really fast because they reproduce very, very fast. So within about 2 to 3 weeks, I'm gonna have hundreds of little roaches. Would that be a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing.
Bad thing. All right, so looking at him, how many, interesting do you think I'm gonna get? Or do I get interest? Let me hear it.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I got a combo. See, you got a combo, Shiny. So I love Shiny. He's pretty cool. So everybody give Shiny a hand, even though he didn't hiss for us, but give him a hand.
Shiny?
All right, there's
Oh,
Shiny.
Shiny.
So Shiny's like, no, I don't want to hiss today. No, thank you. He doesn't feel threatened at all. So he's like, no, mommy. All right, I'm going to show you another guy. Now, this guy who likes Pac-Man. I know Mr. Thomas and I used to play Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man.
It's Pac-Man.
Okay, so these are what we call Pac-Man what? Who knows? Frogs.
Oh,
Pac-Man
wow.
frogs. All right. And you'll see why we call them Pac-Man frogs. So if you've seen that game, it's like, This is a Pac-Man frog. This is one of my babies. I just got him about 2 weeks ago. So he's still in a little training. But Pac-Man frogs are pretty cool. One thing that I do with my training with all the animals, they have to get a lot of love. So they get what we call the hover love, which is this. And this is just trying to get him to understand that if he's in a hand, it's okay. Because what do frogs love to do?
Jump.
Jump. Okay. They love to jump. So I have to train them I will let him sit in my hand like this for about 10 minutes each day. Now, guess what he'll do to me? Like the first time I did this, guess what he did in my hand?
He jumped.
He peed on me.
You peed. Lord,
So I can do two
Lord.
things. Either I can say,
Throw
oh
him.
my goodness, and I can put him down, or I can say, oh wow, that's wonderful. Just sit there and hold him. What do you think I did?
The second one.
The second one, because I want him to know that first, if you pee in my hand, I know that's his defense mechanism. I'm still not gonna put you down because I want him to get used to being held. So when he goes and see kids like you all, they will actually sit and not pee on you or jump. All right. So this one, I named him Pat. And we're gonna see if Pat will calm down enough for you to see him. Hold on. Here's Pat. How cool is he?
Oh,
Ooh, interesting. There's Pat. So Pat is what they call a traditionally like color Pac-Man, and you're going to see his friend in a minute, and she's a strawberry. But this is like the traditional size. So after he gets, and I got him and strawberry at the same time. So after he gets used to being able to sit for a while, I'll be able to hold him out in my hand without him jumping. One thing I do is kind of rub him on the head like a dog. So I do like this. And this is a love touch. And it's saying, it's okay. It's okay. So eventually he'll get to the point where he'll just sit in my hand. But this is what he's doing. See, he's already calmed down. So here's Mr. Pat Man right there, Mr. Pat.
He looks annoyed.
Now, he eats crickets, loves crickets. He will also eat what we call mealworms. And mealworms are super cool. I
feed my lizard mealworms.
You do?
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever did what I did? I left my worms out one time by mistake. They were in the corner. I came back 2 weeks later and they turned into beetles. Have you ever did that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
And I was so mad at myself. I said, why did I just do that? But they sure did. They turned right into beetles. And
I gotta put you in contact.
Mine turned into butterflies once.
Oh,
What?
yes. Yeah, they will.
Wow.
The horn worm, they're
That's the
really
one that
lime green.
That's the one I take 2 out and then I give it to her. That's as much as she's a bearded dragon.
Oh, I'm happy you said bearded dragon.
I'm actually very fascinated by bearded dragons.
I love. Now, who's saying that? Who just said that? What's your name?
Madison.
Madison. I love bearded dragons too.
I'm actually doing a 2-month-long study on praying mantids. We have
Really?
in the garden, yeah.
Aren't you awesome?
Yeah,
We have a lot of them over there at my school. But you can collect a lot of them over there at the school. I don't know why.
we had over 100 hatched. They were early.
Really?
As soon as we got the egg.
Ronnie, you accidentally pinned like where we can't unpin Madison and it's not.
Yeah, I got it under control. I got it on my end. I want you guys to see Madison. Madison, she's out in LA. So we got
Oh my
LA.
goodness.
Yeah. Max is
All
in
the
New
way
York.
in LA.
Yep.
That's
So you
cool,
got
Madison.
Thank you.
Look at that big old smile. I love it. So Madison, are you ready?
Yes.
Here's one of my babies.
oh wow, come here, Trey. Look.
The scales
this
are so
one-
well formed.
This is one of my bigger bearded dragons. His name is Sammy Jr. I have a Sammy and a Sammy Jr. Then a Chelsea. So I have 8 of these. The smallest one is about yay big. But this one, Sammy Jr. is full grown. This is how long he is. I love them. They're very, very calm when they're older. Sometimes when they're younger, they like to jump around a whole lot, but they are very good at escaping. Right when you think they're fine, they'll just like take off. They're faster than what they look. They're from Australia. All right, from Australia. And the cool thing that I love about them are their ears. So those holes on the side of his head, those are his ears. They're better to hear you with my ears. Look at there. And it's like you can see straight through their head like that. Another cool thing about beardies is that they have a third eye. So everyone touch the top of your head right there. Imagine someone being able to put their hand on your head or you put your hand on your head and then all of a sudden here your vision goes a little dark. Then they move it and then it goes light. And that's what happens with these guys. There is a little, how you want to say it? It's not an invisible eye, but a underdeveloped like eye up here. So this is like their third eye. So that's my Sammy Jr. What you say now?
I have my bearded dragon right here.
I want to see. I can't see.
Hold on, let me spotlight Max.
No, show her all across, like how long she is. Yeah.
Look at there. Hi. Hi. Is it a girl or a boy?
It's a girl.
It's a girl. Hi, cutie pie. What's her name?
Her name is Ender.
Hi, Ender. How are you? She's like, it's hot. Wait, Sammy, you see? Look. You see his cute? Look.
Right here.
Ah, that is so cute. She's a cutie pie.
Yeah.
Aren't you just cute? Oh, and I see the birds. I see them. Oh, look, she's like, bye. Escape artists. Escape artists. They like to run. They love to run. I love it. I love it. So where are you all?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We have
Yay!
these
So
are
we have some bird lovers, some
Yeah.
bearded dragon lovers. Let's see, what about salamander lovers? Oh, somebody who clapped for a salamander? Who clapped? Ah, look at the dog. Hi. Hi. Here's Tiger. Look at there. I just love it. Here's Tiger. Let's see if y'all can add Tiger. I want to see if y'all can add him to your family. Tiger is a tiger salamander.
Oh, let's see the salamander.
Add him. Look.
Tiger salamanders are always really big.
But yeah, this one's gonna get really big. But right now it's kind of small. But who knows one really cool thing about salamanders, about where they live?
They live in
Does anybody know?
They live
Okay. They live in creeks. They live in
Wait,
fresh
wait.
water.
Oh, they
But
breathe.
it's something about that water.
They breathe underwater or something like that.
They
and
breathe through their skin. It's through their skin. So what kind of water do you think it needs to live in?
dirty or something.
Clean or dirty water?
Dirty.
Clean.
Clean water. Ding, ding, ding. Clean water. So if you go outside and you find some salamanders in a lake or a stream or a creek, that water is pretty clean because they cannot take pollution at all. These guys will not be able to live in polluted water at all. And majority of the frogs cannot live in polluted water or dirty water because they take all the water in through their what?
Gills.
Yep, through their
Yeah.
over the gills, but through their skin, Very good, through their skin. So this is a tiger salamander right here. And I love salamanders, even though they don't see me very well. And I talk to all my animals, even though they don't hear me. So I talk to all of them. But I'm gonna show you one more because I know Mr. Thomas got to get to his lesson. I'm gonna show you, just two more. One more, that's a blue tongue skink, and then I'm gonna show you my last one, which I think Mr. Thomas think that's gonna be his best friend. Both of them will be his best friends. He don't want to admit it. He's not gonna want to admit it.
I'm not going to admit it.
He's not
We'll
gonna
see.
admit it.
So what's
this
your question,
is
Madison?
Go ahead.
So, do any of your animals eat red worms specifically? Because yesterday I found a red. It was the size of both of my hands combined.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes,
It
they
was
do.
the second generation. We had put
I
them
believe it.
in like last year.
I believe it. Yes, the majority of my lizards do. So I have the plated lizard. They eat those. We have a mangrove lizards. They do. Savannah monitors. They do. My blue tongue skinks, as you're gonna see in a second, does. The pink tongue skinks. Even the geckos, like the Geico commercial, the little geckos, they eat those as well. But guess who loves them the most? My box turtles. They love them.
I heard that box turtles have a specific love for worms.
Oh yeah, I mean, and they like to chase them. Yeah, they love the whole chase down, the whole this thing right here. And the funny part about it is they use their who knows what this is called that turtles use. They don't have teeth. What do they have?
The tongue.
They use their beak.
You better say it. They use their beaks. Ding, ding, ding. They use their beaks. So they take their beaks and like, oh yeah, come to me, worms. That's what they do. All right. So this one quickly.
Got their food up.
Maui. So Maui, you see Maui's tongue? What color is it? Can you see?
Blue.
It's blue. So he's a blue tongue skink. Maui's pretty old. He also has his ears on the side, as you can see.
He looks
like
really
you can kind of see through his head. Maui is my special baby because Maui has a disability and it's called scoliosis. Who's ever heard of scoliosis? Scoliosis is like the curvature of your spine.
Like when your back is crooked.
Mm-hmm. So look, you ready for this? I want you to watch carefully. Look, here's Maui. He's not cooperating that much. Do you see that bit part in his back? Look at that. Can y'all really see it? You see that hump there? And his whole back is bent in. So when I got him, they didn't think he was going to be able to use his hind legs. But with therapy, he was able to do it. So I actually had to do some research. I'm like, I've never known how to help a lizard walk to be able to move their hind legs. So I had to do some research, and then I had to create sort of like a little miniature wheelchair in the back for him to be able to scoot around and do what he needs to do. But it took a while, but he can walk. But his whole back is bent in here. See? All the way up. So he's one of my special babies. And he is actually 12 years old, which is pretty old for him. He's 12. So everybody give Maui a hand. I love my Maui. I love my Maui. All right, I'm going to show you Mr. Thomas's favorite animals right quick. And then I'll let you go. But you got to see this. I know Mr. Thomas can't just, he's not going to be able to control himself when he sees them. These are my newest baby.
What kind of animal is this going to be?
Two right here that I'm going to show you. It brings me up to 6 of these. They are so misunderstood because most people are so scared of them. What do you think? What do you think I have?
Spiders.
Okay, I do have tarantula. Where's the one? I do have tarantula, but it's not that one. What's the other one?
Scorpion.
Black widow.
Snake.
Snake. Snake.
Oh.
So I have 6
I
of
love
them.
snakes.
I have 2 red-tailed boa constrictors.
I've had multiple snakes on me at once.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that you love snakes because I love snakes.
One time I had a
They're
snake.
here.
I think it was.
Ball pythons, sand boa, and my dream snakes. I just got them. I have 2 banana pythons.
I love banana pythons.
Who said that?
Eli.
Hey, Eli, you ready to see them?
Yeah.
Now they just ate the mice yesterday, so they might look a little lumpy. So I took them out just to show you all, and then I have to put them back so they can go underneath their heat so they can digest those rats. But the speckle is the boy, and I named the other one just Banana. They came to me as a pair, so I kept them together. I've had them for about the same as I've had the Pac-Man frogs.
Oh.
So this is Banana.
Oh.
This is Banana, and this is Speckle. And both of them are banana pythons. The cool thing about them, let's see if I can get Speckle a little closer. I named them Speckle because he has speckles on it. So you know, like when a banana starts to get really, really ripe and to get the speckles on them, the little spots, that's how they got their name, Banana Python. And this is the boy, the girl. They will mate one day. If Mr. Thomas would like to have an egg, I would definitely give him an egg because I know you want one, right, Mr. Thomas? I know you.
Hold on, let me ask my wife. Hey, baby, can we have a snake?
Can we have a? Say, Venus, can we have a?
Can we have a snake? Say it again. She can't hear you.
I can't hear.
I gotta mute it because we got children here on this line.
But tell me later. But these guys, when they have their babies, they don't give live births. The anacondas, like the green anaconda at the Zoo Atlanta, actually give live births. So these guys, this girl will lay the eggs, and then she's going to hover over them. If she doesn't do a good job keeping them warm, I will have to do that by getting an incubator and putting them in there. And I don't know how that process will go because Stingray Science has never had baby snakes. I've had baby birds, I've had baby like finches, all those type things. Never baby snakes. So these guys are new, but they're very, very sweet. And can you see this big part of her? That's where the rats are. So she had 3 and Speckle had 2. And those are my babies. So
That's so amazing.
Yeah, they are. These are my dream snakes. So they're gonna get about 15 feet long. Right now, the longest snake I have is 12, and that's Zine. He's 12 feet long. And the longest animal I had, she just passed away. I had her for a very long time, but she was an iguana, and my iguana was 14 feet.
Excuse me. Iguana can get to 14 feet.
Oh yeah, she was 14
feet.
And she was a big girl, very sweet. But I had her, James Mouse Cooper. I had her for 8 years here, and then she was already with someone else before that. So we're approximately, she was about 15, 16 years old when she passed away. But she would actually sit on my head. She'd sit on my head.
Do you
I think
have,
that's next.
do you have any
Herman Tortoise?
do you have any birds of prey?
No,
Mm.
I do not. That is a very good question. I
Would
don't.
Would you
I have to have a license for that. Like if you get a bird of prey, you're really supposed to have a license for any of those. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Any animal that I get, I want to be able to have that animal out for kids. So, you know, like I said, I love reading. So if I want them to sit with you and read the Fox and Fox book, I need to make sure that that animal is not going to hurt you. And not hurt you is like harm you, like I want to eat you. It's just hurt you because with birds of prey, like for instance, they have those talons, and it's not right to claw, like to shave them down. That's not right. That's the only way they like to really get their food or tear their food up. So it's no way that you will be able to sit there, read, or do anything with a bird of prey with me, feeling okay about it. So I don't really have any of those type of animals. If I did get one like that, I would definitely have to have a license. And some of them start out with like $1,500 for a certain license. Even a monkey. I love monkeys. I think they're beautiful animals. But in order for me to have a monkey, I would have to have a special license for that.
Can I tell you a story about how I got one of my animals?
Sure.
So one time there is my kitten. She was chasing a mouse, and it was in the morning. I was like, what? They come out at nighttime. That's real weird. But she's been chasing it throughout the whole night. So it was still alive, and my mom decided to grab it in a jar, and that's how we got a new mouse pet. And it has been living here for like a year, and it's still over there, probably munching on some peanuts.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love
so
it.
Miss so we have a question from Instagram. How often do the snakes eat, and how long would those mice hold them?
Okay, good question. Each snake is a little different. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. The larger the snake, the larger the food source is gonna be. So say for instance, like at Zoo Atlanta, we have a reticulated python. Okay, one of the longest ones in the world. She's gonna eat a rabbit as big as her body. So her body is about this big. So that's gonna be one big whole rabbit. It takes about 6 to 7 days for that rabbit to digest in her system. After she eats that might hold her for 2-3 months. Okay. Versus even with some of mine, like these right here, the banana ones, they're going to eat that. It'll take 6 to 7 days for it to digest. That might hold them for 1 month. And then the other one I have, the one that's even longer than them, I can feed it about 5 rats, and it can last him for 3 to 4 months. So what I want you to understand, it depends on the snake. And this is how you know they're hungry again, or it's digested, they're good. When the snake eats, they're just really lazy. They lay out, they got the food, they're all full. What I do after I go to Golden Corral or something, I just sit down, I'm just relaxing. After that food digests and they're ready to eat, they get to moving. So all in their habitat, you just see them just going. And that means they're kind of like on the hunt, and that lets you know that they're ready to eat. So any snake can eat only something is the biggest part of their body. So if their bodies are this big, they can only eat a mouse that's about this big. And then depending on that snake, you kind of get to know how many rats they want to eat at what time. I don't know that much with these yet because I've only had them for 2 weeks. So I will find out if they would like to do it maybe once a month, every 2-3 months when they start getting active again. And I actually make a chart. So that's how I'm able to keep up with everybody too. I make a chart.
So observation is very important.
Oh, yes. Very, very. And guess what else is very important? enrichment. And enrichment for animals is like treats for us. Or say if you put a snake in their habitat, in their tank, and you just keep everything the same, they can get a little bored. So what I do is, once they've molted or they shed their skin, I'll go in there and I'll move things around, take them out, move things around, put them back in it, and then they explore and they have a good time. It's something else that I do too that's really funny. They like, I use perfume. So Miss Sawyer loves Victoria's Secret. For all my girls out there, Bath and Body Works, all my moms that's on, y'all know what I'm saying. So I'll actually spray little scents, like strawberry over here on this side. You should just see them. They're like, oh, what is that? I like that new fragrance. So they like senses like that. And even though they don't have ears, they can't hear me. What do I still do to them? I talk to them all the time. I still talk to them all the time. You like that scent today? So it's pretty cool.
We're gonna get you some of that 365 body love.
Yes. You know what? That would be a very good experiment, Mr. Thomas. Is to get some of that.
You might be able to get a snake if we might be able to barter and get a open up to a snake. So we have another one of our Instagram family members asking, can we see one more animal on camera?
Sure. Let's see. Look at so many.
Boys and girls, while we're waiting for Miss Sawyer to get the next animal, type in the chat. So far, what's been your favorite animal that she's shown? Over 200 animals. We can't see them all today, but we're going to go out real soon and do a special episode, a special Fun Weird Science episode. We're going to go and highlight Stingray science and show all the cool animals that she has in her house. So Madison and Sanaa, they say that so far, their favorite animal was the banana snake. Awesome. The bird, banana snake. Okay, the banana snake seems to be really popular. Oh no, Mari and Princeton, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm gonna have to give you guys a call and see. We'll talk about that.
Okay.
So one of our hermit crabs passed. So
and you know what?
So did mine.
I will say, hermit crab. Now, out of all these animals that I have, the hermit crab is the hardest one for me to be able to keep. They're sensitive sometimes. Mm-hmm. So if it passed away, it's okay. You've given it all the love you can. I promise you. They are a little sensitive at times, and they need a lot of extra care sometimes. And so, out of everything that I have, hermit crabs are probably one of the hardest animals I'm able to really care for in the best.
I will say now, hermit crabs are very lethargic. They may sit still, they may appear to be dead, but just because they're not moving doesn't mean that they're dead. So what I encourage you guys to do, put them on one side of the tank, and then if they move over there tomorrow, either it's a miracle or they still alive. So don't just think that they're dead because they haven't moved. Move them around a little bit and see what happens.
And also they get like that when they're getting ready to switch to another shell.
Yep.
So yeah, please don't give up on it.
Please don't. Hermit crab.
All right, I'll show you one more. I got this one from out of the tank over there. Who likes crabs?
Me.
Anybody? Look, I hear. Do I have one?
Yes.
Yay! All right, so this is one of my Halloween crabs that I think is really special. And his name is Heidi, because he's out of everybody, he's the one that loves to hide. But this is Heidi.
He's a dog.
So I have crabs. This is a Halloween crab. There's Heidi. Say hi. I love Heidi's eyes because they stick up on his head. There's Heidi. But he's a Halloween crab. He likes to eat dog food, y'all. He eats. Oh, I love that. He likes dog food and a combo of kale and spinach. What a combo, right? But that's what he loves to eat. But Heidi loves to hide. He's one of our professionals. So as you can see, he likes to kind of sit still. He's gotten used to sitting still. Mr. Thomas definitely got to hold some of these when he comes. But he likes to sit still. Who does he remind you of from cartoons?
Why do you have
Krusty
the
Krab.
gloves on?
There you go, Krusty Krab. There you go.
Because so Max is saying, why do you have on gloves?
Oh, because he has pinchers. And even though he's not trying to hurt me, when he's walking and he feels like he's kind of lost his balance a little bit, he will use those claws to get his grip, and that hurts. So I use gloves for my crabs. I have lobsters, and they're a little more sensitive. Their swimmers in the back are a little more sensitive to our the natural oils in our skin. So I use gloves for them as well. But this guy, even though he's sitting here, and this glove kind of gives him more security, more balance. If he was just in my hand, I promise you, he would try to position himself, and Miss Sawyer would be crying. And I don't want that. So gloves are used for even for Amazon, not for all of my birds, but for Amazon, because his talons are pretty long. Who else? And the scorpion. Now, the scorpion is the only animal that I allow the kids to read with, but I don't allow them to take him out of his special little cage I have for him. Who knows why?
They could sting.
Yep, he will. That's what they're born to do. He'll just do what he's born to do. And even though it's not going to kill me if he stings me, it will swell my hand completely up, and I won't be able to do anything for a while with that hand. So I've made a special little cage for him. So if you want to read to him, you can sit him in your lap in a little cage, and it'll still kind of feel like he's out, but he's really not out. But he's super cool. He is an emperor scorpion, and I just named him Emperor. He's the only one that I have. A lot of my animals I have duplicates of. So I might have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, but with that, I only have 1 scorpion. Aren't y'all proud of Heidi? Look at Heidi. He looks like a picture now because he's not moving. Yeah. So that's one more for y'all to see. But we have so many, look, so many more. We have chinchillas to see. I have the rabbits. We have guinea pigs. We have gerbils. I have one room that I call the mammal room, and it's nothing but mammals and like 2 or 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 birds in there.
What time do you have to wake up in the morning to? And how long does it take for you to finish all your chores with the animals?
And that's a very good question. I get up at 4:30 in the morning, and my morning starts off by first letting my daughter's dog outside. I had a dog. I had a Siberian Husky, and she passed away on August of last year. But my daughter's dog is still here, a little Chihuahua mixed with a terrier, so it's a little bitty dog. So I let him outside, and then I start downstairs in my den, and I go around and cut the lights on for everybody. Cut the lights on, make sure that they're good, that they need anything. Most of the animals are not fed in the morning. Minus the parrots. They're the only ones that's really fed in the morning. Everybody else, if they need something to eat, they're going to eat in the afternoon. And I go from I have a animal in every room of my house. Every room, including the bathroom. There is a gecko that I built a tank, and it's in my bathroom. So there's an animal in every room. But I would say it takes me about an hour to cut on all the lights and make sure everybody is good. Now, some people say, why don't you just get a timer? Because they do sell those, where I can just get up, press a button, or clap my hands and the lights come on. But these are my kids, and I want to make sure everybody's okay. So I give everybody one-on-one attention by cutting the lights on, making sure you're fine. If anybody else needs some adjustments to their light, I'll do that. And then I'll go to work, come home. Before I go to bed, I have to make sure everything has water, especially the salamanders, make sure that they're all moist. So watering, making sure everybody has water, especially for the mammals, might take me about an hour and a half, to be honest. Just making sure everybody has enough water. The mammals are more needy, I say, than the reptiles. Reptiles can last longer without water, and they can last longer without food. The mammals, I have to make sure that they have something every single day. So that tortoise that I told you about, Mr. Charlie outside, he only eats 3 times a week. He eats a really big salad 3 times a week with kale, spinach, strawberries, blueberries, and collard greens.
Thank you.
I need some of that.
When do you go on vacation? Like how? Are you like worried or
You ready for this? I don't. I can't get anybody to come over here and look at all these animals. But honestly, I'm a homebody. I'm a person. I like to stay at home. So I don't travel.
Me too.
With all of these animals in here, nobody. I don't think I would even be able to get my parents to come over here and take care of all these animals for me. I don't think they would do it. So now my daughter, she's in college. She helps.
Sometime.
Say it again.
Maybe we should trade houses sometime.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we have to trade. Your mom will probably have a fit, but we should trade. It's a job, but you definitely gotta love the animal.
Yeah, I don't think Max's mom would not disapprove that because they have quite a few animals in their house as we've seen.
We
earlier.
love animals.
Oh, good. Well, and so that means you will have to come here sometime and y'all can help me with mine.
Yeah, you
Yes.
sound like you got another opportunity, Miss Sawyer. That's like an Airbnb experiences that you can be providing.
Oh, yes, it is.
People would pay to come and see those animals.
Yes, and it's like a zoo. I have a miniature zoo.
It is a zoo, ma'am. It is a zoo. It's a zoo.
And it's an up-close personal zoo. Just reach your hand in there and get animals and just bring them out. So.
Oh, I love it. One more question, Madison and Sanaa. Go ahead, ladies.
Oops.
Unmute your microphone. There you go.
Well, I have 2 questions.
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
And I have one also. Oh, well, the second one is a comment. The first question is, how many rooms do you have in your house?
All right. Good question. Let me see. Hold on.
She has a scale.
12.
That's a lot. And the second one is that my mom used to adopt and rescue animals sometimes.
That's beautiful. I love that. I really love that because they need love and they need some help, and it's good when you can take in animals that just need a home. So I think that's super cool.
Her 2 favorite ones were Smokey and some other one that I don't know.
Wait, say it one more time. I couldn't hear you.
Patterson. Well, the one that my dad approved of the most was Smokey.
Oh, what was Smokey?
He was a dog. They found him as a puppy though.
Oh, Smokey. I love that name.
Can I? What would you suggest for a beginner frog species?
Okay.
Smokey.
A beginner frog species. I would say now they're pretty hardy. I would say the Pac-Man frog. Because they don't require a whole lot. They don't need a whole lot of space. They don't really hop around a whole lot. They really like to stay in one spot, and then when they do hop to another one, they like to kind of hide in that spot. So maybe like a Pac-Man or toad. Even just one of the brown toads. Toads are pretty hardy too, because you definitely don't want to get an animal like I have red-eyed tree frog. You definitely don't want to get anything like that that's gonna require a lot more care when you're first starting out with frogs, because you have to keep them moist. So either you're going to spray it every day with the water, 2 or 3 times a day, or you're going to get a mister, and you have to make sure that they have their bowls, that if they decide a bowl of water, so if they decide to kind of jump in their can. With toads, they don't require that much water at all. They prefer more just soil and just a little bit of water. But the Pac-Mans, as long as you keep them moist and you give them some crickets or a couple of mealworms, they're pretty cool. And they can get as big as the inside of your hand, and that's also pretty cool. Bullfrogs is another one. So I would say Patmans or bullfrogs. So bullfrogs, they really are hardy. They're kind of used to being out on their own, but they get big. They will eat a mouse. So the bigger they are, the hungrier they get.
I would be very much up for that.
Yay! I'm
I
happy about that.
I love it.
So
I love it. Y'all are just awesome. Awesome.
And I'm just meeting
I'm
some
gonna
of
have
these
a tortoise
things
and a bullfrog. Well, a pancake tortoise. I'm going to look into some stuff for enclosure size and what they require and stuff.
I love those. They have those at Zoo Atlanta in the reptile house, the pancake tortoises.
Yeah, also they're butterfly gardens. I remember a butterfly landed on my nose and my mom didn't take it off until she got a real picture.
Oh, I don't blame her. I don't blame her.
Dad once because
I don't blame her. I will be that mom that does that.
Please, don't you pinch your nose?
Took it off, so someone had to come in and take it.
Wait, I can't hear.
Say it again.
One time a butterfly landed on my dad's head and it wouldn't come off, so someone had to come in and take it.
Oh wow.
But yeah,
they say when butterflies touch you, that means you're special.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
a butterfly landed right in front of me and didn't move at all.
Special.
Like it was still fluttering, but I had gotten a close enough where I was only an inch away.
Hey, that means you're the one, Madison.
Yeah, you are the one. You are the chosen one. You are special.
I am the butterfly.
Hey guys, this has been so amazing. Thank you all so much. Miss Sawyer, how can we keep in contact with you? Because we have people on Instagram that are speaking very highly about what you're doing. We have 5 boys that are sitting on the floor that haven't moved. So you have captivated all these children from across the country. And we even have people from Nigeria on our Instagram feed watching you.
That's super cool.
Because they do kids literacy circle. They tie in literacy. So I know you have lots of books that go with your animal presentation. So I'm going to be putting you guys in contact so you all can look at doing some stuff with the children in Nigeria.
my son is getting my webpage and everything. He's updating a lot of information. So I hope to have some more things for you all to be able to contact me at least by the weekend.
Nice.
Because he's updating everything for me. But for right now, they can actually text. Well, I mean, I don't know if you get our telephone number, but if they have questions or whatever, they can text me or call at 404-245-8069. That's 404-245-8069. And if you text me some questions, I will definitely text you back. And as soon as he gets everything up and running, I'll make sure I give that out to you all as well. You can also see 3 or 4 videos that's on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube, then you'll see about 3 or 4 episodes on there, and you call it by Stingray Science.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, the telephone number?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, it's 404-245-8069. That's 404-245-8069. Hold on one second.
So it's in the chat also, boys and girls. Yeah. The phone number and Stingray Science on YouTube.
Yeah. On YouTube. Yeah. I am so happy I got a chance to see you all and talk to y'all. Mr. Thomas, you are awesome. I thank you for this opportunity. I had so much fun. And you all are awesome. I want y'all to always do your best and always know that anything is achievable as long as you believe.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's get it. Hey, guys, let's give Miss Sawyer Stingray Science a really big hand.
Thank you. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're
And I'll see y'all later.
We'll talk soon. All right, guys.
Bye.
Hey, guys, that was so amazing, man. I really learned a lot. I really learned a lot. I hope that you did too. For our friends that were visiting us today, Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us today. Some of you guys may be possibly joining our 12-week course soon. Can't wait to see you. Today, we're going to be doing our lesson where we're using Arduino boards. Yesterday, we tested the conductivity and the resistance of different items to see which item would allow the most electricity to flow through it and which items will resist electricity. Today, we're going to be taking aluminum foil to make a wire maze. We're going to connect our probes to a key ring and see if we can make our way through the wire maze without touching it. So we're ready, guys. We're here. We would love for you all to join us. But thanks for hanging out. We're going to have more of these opportunities for you all to come in and hang out with us. So until then, follow us on social media at Fun Weird Science. Have your parents text the keyword science 21,000 and let's get you guys a part of the Fun Weird Science Nation. It's good to see you, Mari and Prince. Can't wait for you guys to back to re-enroll. Thanks, Madison, for coming in and hanging out with Sanaa. Thank you, DJ, and your buddies for hanging out with us. Who else we have? Naomi, thank you for coming in. Peyton and Eli, hold tight. We're going to finish up our class and we're going to say goodbye to our friends. Peace, guys. Have a good day. Thank you.
Here we go. Bye.
All right. So what do y'all think about that, man? That was pretty cool, huh? What do you think about that, Eli and Peyton? You still there?
Yeah,
One,
it was
two.
fun.
Okay, yeah, good stuff, man. That banana snake was pretty interesting. So I can't wait. I'm going to go over to her house and we're going to film a special episode where we can get even close and personal with some of those animals. So stand by and I'll let you guys know about that. So today we're going to continue our investigation with our Arduino kits. What did you guys think about the activity on yesterday?
It was fun.
Yeah, I did. I enjoyed that. That was pretty cool. Watching you guys go through that yesterday was really, really cool. Which item did you find that was the most conductive?
Oddly enough, mine was was the what's it called? The metal lid. I wouldn't call it odd, but it just was.
Okay. What about you, Eli?
I don't know.
Huh?
I'm not sure.
All right. Well, if it comes to you, let me know. Who is Naomi? Who's that? Talk to me. Naomi, are you there? Naomi, are you there? All right, we're going to remove Naomi from that right quick. All right, good stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and get into today's lesson. You're gonna need your aluminum foil, a key ring, and your masking tape along with your Arduino board. All right, so let's go ahead and get
That
those
wasn't
things out.
today's lesson.
Say again.
That wasn't today's lesson, the lady.
No, that was just a virtual field trip. Yeah, that was just a virtual field trip. Today's lesson is the buzz wire. So we're going to investigate how electrical conductivity plays a role in the buzz wire maze. And we're going to explore the nature of circuits. So we're going to need you should already have your carrier board and your Wi-Fi, everything still attached. We're going to need those banana clips, your battery pack. You're going to need some foil, a keychain ring, and some masking tape. All right. So the key topic, the keywords and topics for today, cut your camera on, Elon. What is this first word? Circuit. What does that mean? Read that for us, please. Hello.
Wait, did you say me or Peyton?
I said, Eli, cut your camera on and read that first keyword, circuit. What does that mean?
It means a loop or path of electric current to flow from higher voltage to lower voltage. A circuit can include many different devices and branches within resistance.
All right. Remember, we said the three main parts of a circuit are the power source, the pathway, and the load. And we know that conductivity means what, Peyton?
It means the flow of energy going through the thing.
Yeah, and how easy it can do it, right?
Right.
So current is the amount of flow of charged particles between two places. A parallel circuit and a series circuit. A parallel circuit is a circuit with components connected side by side along different parallel pathways. A series circuit is components on one single pathway. One single pathway. So your Christmas lights, for those that may put up Christmas lights, they have a parallel circuit. Because how do we know that? If one light goes out, all the other lights stay on. But in a series circuit, if one light goes out, because everything is on the same path, then that means everything will go out. All right. Resistance means what, Elon? What does resistance mean?
Resistance means it's like, does it want to do something, or it's, I don't know.
Yes, you do. Stop telling yourself you don't know, because you're going to start believing that. You do know. You just said it. Resistance, when you said when something doesn't want to do something. So we're talking about circuits, right? So if we're talking about circuits, that means we're talking about electricity. So if we're talking about electricity not wanting to do something, and I ask you about resistance, then that means that the object is not what? You still there?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna talk to me?
Yeah.
Talk to me. We were talking about electricity, and you said that resistance means something not wanting to do something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you plug up a popsicle stick like this in your setup from yesterday, will the electricity flow through it easily? Help him out, Peyton.
I don't know.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I tried it.
Peyton, look what I'm holding in my hand.
A popsicle stick.
And you're saying that electricity is going to flow through this easily?
Not easily, but it'll flow.
But I'm asking about resistance, though.
No, it will not flow easily. It'll be like asking your dog to produce energy. No, it doesn't work, but
no, it doesn't.
I can never come up with it on the spot.
Just keep it simple with me. Yes, you can, because it's already there. What's your name?
Peyton.
You came up with it on the spot. It's the same thing.
That's because I knew my name.
And that's because you know this is what we're talking about. So we got to stop telling ourselves we don't know something. Because she who says I can and she who says I can't are both right.
Where's Jacob?
So if you tell yourself, I'll wait till you're ready.
I'm ready.
If you keep telling yourself, I don't know, then you're going to believe it. Eli, I really, 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 really am not asking any more about that camera.
What?
So I'm going to put you in the breakout room or something till you ready. You let me know what you want to do.
Wait.
Because we're having a conversation, and then when I'm asking you a question, if I don't see what you're doing, then I'm only left to assume that you're doing something else, which is the reason why you can't give me my answer back. So you find yourself in the breakout room, then that would be the reason why. So when we're talking about circuits, friends, and we're talking about resistance, that means that something cannot flow through easily. All right. If an object has more resistance, it's going to limit the flow of electricity.
And resistance also mean that it can't flow through at all?
Well, it depends. It could. It would just means it has even more resistance.
Okay,
so it could. Yeah.
Like the resistance you're talking about is just like the it can flow through, but it won't flow fast. But the resistance I'm talking about, it's a resistance where it won't go through at all.
It's all really the same. Just like some objects are conductive, but some objects are more conductive than others. Like it still goes through, but in some objects like that it goes through even faster or easier. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So there are objects that allow electricity to pass through, meaning that they're still conductive, but some are just more conductive than others. Same thing with resistance. Some things block, and then some things block more than others. So
honestly, I thought that we watched that, but honestly, I thought for me that the apple was gonna be the fastest one, but it wasn't.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. So I could see that because the apple has a lot of liquid inside of it.
And my mom bought those juicy apples, and I was expecting, oh, this is gonna work. I'm gonna do this, but no, it's a totally different thought. Don't assume.
Yeah, but the apple is still conductive though, but it's just not as conductive as, let's say, that tin can would be.
Because I was really surprised by the result I got.
Yeah. Now, the only issue I have with these slides, all of them have old Caucasian men, right? And that is to assume that they came up with all these ideas that we continue to talk about in school, which is not correct, which is what we're going to get to when we start reading our book that we're reading as well.
Is this Isaac Newton harnessing the wind or lightning?
Well, this is Benjamin Franklin.
Oh.
So he's one of the presidents. He was on the $100 bill. So read that for us, please, Peyton. In 1752.
In 1752, Benjamin Franklin proposed a kite experiment, which involved flying a kite attached to a conductive wire near thunder clouds to collect electricity from the air and conduct it down to the ground. Luckily, he succeeded in his first buzz wire challenge. Franklin discovered electricity follows the path of least resistance. Many of other
Stop. Say that part again. Franklin discovered what?
Franklin discovered electricity flows to the path of least resistance.
How many of you all have ever seen this right here before?
What's a space needle? And I don't like the sound of that.
That's the CN Tower.
The who tower?
The CN Tower.
It's just space needle
abbreviated. What's the CN Tower, Eli?
CN Tower. It's space needle abbreviated.
Oh, okay. I never heard of it called that, but this is the Space Needle in Seattle, Washington, and you'll notice it's taller than all the other buildings. So this was built. You can go there and you can observe the city of Seattle, which is beautiful. But this Space Needle also was designed to attract lightning, to keep lightning from hitting the other buildings. It would hit that building, and then they have rods that go down to the ground, and then those rods would take that electrical charge
and then
back to the ground.
I was thinking one day, why do they make the building so tall? Why is there a lightning rod on top? And then my mom said, I don't know, are they hoping for it to be struck by lightning? And then I said, I don't know, I really don't think so, because that makes no absolute sense. Why would they be wanting their building to be struck by lightning when that's not the case? And so now that I hear this, that makes more sense. But I don't know, why would that building in New York, the tall one, that's not the Statue of Liberty?
Yeah. So, a part of that has to do with human pride. You know, if I can build the biggest something, then that gives people an extra boost of confidence. So a part of that has to do with just pride.
Okay, because
And
I
wanting
wasn't
to-
sure because they literally built a tower with the big lightning rod on top of it.
yeah,
Dangerous.
to protect. But if the lightning hits that, it will. Remember, Franklin discovered that electricity follows the path of least resistance. It wants to get to the easiest object it can run through. So if they put that space needle there to distract or kind of like to draw the electricity or the lightning to it, it would help protect the other buildings. All right. So keep going. Read that part, the rest of it. Eli, Minnie. Good job, Hayden.
Thank you.
Many other famous scientists follow with inventions harnessing the power of electricity and electric circuits, including Alexander Graham Bell and Nikola Tesla, Thomas Edison, and even Albert Einstein. Today, electric circuits are an essential part of our society, powering everything from computers and smartphones to cars, planes, lights, and buildings. We are now lost with them. Electricity and circuits are also part of the major branch of physics called electromagnetism.
Yep, electromagnetism. So yesterday we looked at that electric fortune teller. We discovered that electrical conductors have less resistance when compared to insulators. Remember, insulators will limit or block the flow of electricity. This is why your cords are wrapped in plastic or rubber. All right. So therefore, conductors allow more current to flow. Conductors let currents flow. Insulators either block it or limit the amount of current that can flow. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, perfect. All right, so we're going to set up our sensor. You should already have the board. You should already have the board. Say again.
Where's Gabriel today?
I'm not sure. I wasn't able to reach him when I called his mom, so I'm not sure. So you're going to go ahead and plug in right there in the resistance section your blue and yellow banana clips, and then plug in your microcontroller to the board and power it either to your laptop or your power bank.
Let me go get my mom's phone real quickly.
Okay. Remember, your banana clips should be sticking through like this. So let's go ahead and get those things set up. Hey, this is Thomas just checking on y'all. All right. I'm going to let Trey help me today.
I'm ready. I have my mom's phone. I said mom exit. I have my mom's phone, and then I have my Arduino board. Arduino, what a weird name. Arduino board, Arduino.
I'll let you touch nothing. All right, Eli, what about you? You ready?
I know it's been a bad day.
Yes.
All right, let me go ahead and set mine up. So this is a computer board right here in the bottom. It's like a little computer. So we're gonna put these little stands on so they can stand up by itself. And then plug in to the microcontroller. Right here. And we can plug that here. Uh-oh, it's about to go dead. So it might not be a good idea. Now we got to plug in. These are called banana clips. And we're going to put right here where it says resistance. We're going to put it in A. And you put the other one in B. Just like that.
I never take mine apart.
In there. Shouldn't be all the way down. Look at the picture on there. It should be like halfway through. Okay? So just like that. All right? I'm not sure. All right. So everybody has that part. Yes?
Yeah, I have it.
All right, let me see. You know, mine. All right, did your parents give you guys a key ring?
Yeah.
Or did you use one that I gave you?
Can we watch Mr. Bean again?
Yeah, we will at the end. Let's go ahead and get it done. So what you're gonna do is use aluminum foil, and you're going to put something together and ball it up and make like a little string like this, right? And then we're gonna attach the yellow clip, the yellow alligator clip to the bottom of it, and then tape it down like this on the table. Stop, but. And then we're gonna take the other end, attach a key ring to our blue crocodile clip, and then see if we can go through the maze without touching the aluminum foil. Let's go ahead and get the foil and let's make our wire maze.
Well, I have my foil.
All right. So I got some aluminum foil, and I am going to
I'm gonna put like two of them together halfway. And I'm gonna just roll it and see. So the goal is to make your wire maze. You want it to be as thin as possible, almost like a straw. Can you see mine?
Yeah. Mr. Thomas, do you remember when I said my hand was hurting?
Say it again.
Remember when I said my hand was hurting?
Yeah.
I sprained two of my fingers.
How do you do that?
I didn't do it. Boy did.
What?
Yeah, he jumped on top of me by accident. Right in my fingers.
Hey, don't need you to stop getting hurt.
I know. I can't help it. It's just I don't like getting hurt. It's not my fault. I'm never in the right. I'm always in the wrong place at the wrong time. Let's just say that.
This is what I have. I got two sheets. I'm putting them together the long way. I'm putting them on top of each other, like halfway. And then I'm just going to roll them and try to make them.
I was having trouble not tearing mine.
Yeah, you got to take your time. But even if you, I'm not going to say it doesn't matter if you tear it, but just be careful. Oh, you know what? I intended to wrap these together.
Mr. Ronnie,
Yes, sir.
is this good?
Yes, sir. Can you roll it down even more and try to make it? Because look, this is the direction that we're going for right here. You want to be able to kind of bend it and fold it in a way. Let me clear some space.
It's bending.
Yeah, that looks good. I took two more sheets and added to mine to make it longer. So I'm going to clear some space on my table. Hold that, please, champ. So we can make our maze. All right. Let me go find me another keychain and some tape. Now, Rhonda, can you fold it and make it like a roller coaster?
No, it's actually on the top.
Oh. Yeah, we want to keep it together. I probably should go foil. Like if we do this. All right, what about that one? Does that work?
Somebody's done.
Hmm? I'm not gonna say that first grade comes back to that shit. I don't know how to act.
Every time I used to go in the breakout room to read with my teacher, I went to write the board and always draw. Somehow I'm not standing up.
You gotta take. All right. So here is the key ring I'm gonna be using. So, hold on, just please. Somebody's not used to being in a big boy class. No, you're not. We don't draw on the screen just like that. Watch your hands. That doesn't mean you're not ready. What does it mean then?
Yes, ma'am. No. That's gonna be 23 days.
All right, excuse me. All right. I'm gonna have to just use this one because so I'm gonna turn my camera down here. So I am going to stop it. They can't see if you're doing that. Can you all see my table here?
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
All right. Let me just try this. Excuse me, let me get right there for a second, please. Thank you. Don't go too far because I need you to help me. Now, let me just use my phone for a second. Oh man, this. See, Trey, now.
What even is that?
Hold on, there's Gabriel. Gabriel, where you been, man?
Sorry, I forgot the class.
And
Sorry.
you missed that one too. We had the guests come on with the animals. Mari and Princeton jumped on for a second. I've been calling you. All right, so what we're doing, Gabriel, we got our foil and we're making our wire maze like this.
Okay.
Man, miss my boy, Gabriel. All right, let me share my phone for you. Please stop. That's not a toy. Not a toy. Go play with your toys because that's not a toy, champ. Put that back where you got it from, please. That's not. It's only made to be used to DJ music, nothing else. Okay. All right. So I'm going to take my yellow banana clip. I'm going to clamp it here like this. And then I'm going to, I probably need to make that higher. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I'm gonna do it just like that. So I'm going to take this yellow part down. Can you all see that really well? How about I turn it right there? So, let me get my tape out. Yeah, Gabe, we had the lady come on with the 200 pets today, and she showed some of her different pets. Now, I clipped my, let me clean this out the way. So I clipped everything here.
Oh, it's so heavy.
Now I'm going to take my blue. I'm going to attach my key ring to that one and put it under.
What are we taking, Mr. Thomas? I misheard. What did you say?
What part did you miss, love?
The key ring.
Let me
Where'd you get that mouse?
From
both
his.
of my-
It goes to his computer, so he had to have a mouse, right?
Focus, 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 focus. Can you see my screen? You can see the one I'm sharing and the one that I'm broadcasting.
Yeah.
All right. So once you take.
Wait, no, I can't see the one you're broadcasting. Let me see the one you're sharing, like the one that you are that shows your thing.
All right, let's see if we can fix that.
I think that you might have stopped sharing when you were.
So what we did, we took our key ring. Can you see my hand now?
Yes.
I'm gonna clip your blue crocodile clip to that. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And look, it's gonna go on the other end of our wire maze. Like that. Yes.
Yes.
Then we're gonna take the other end down. We're gonna take the other end of my wire maze down to my table. So now I'm gonna see if I can, just like Mr. Bean did, if I can go through here without touching the aluminum.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay.
Gabriel, you got that?
You have responsibilities.
Gabriel, you got that?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can make mine longer. I sure hope, I hate you missed that part, Gabriel. It was really interesting. Some of the animals that she was sharing.
Dang, what did I do?
It's not a good idea to put it up there like that. Okay, so I got a bigger one now. Hopefully it'll stay together and not fall.
I'm so scared. Okay. I don't want to do this.
Look at son, please stop, man. Why not?
Cause I don't want to get electrocuted.
I'm gonna get electrocuted.
Oh my gosh. You're one of those. Oh, I don't want to get electrocuted.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen. It'll be fine.
Then why did Mr. Bean jump up?
Because it just gave him a little shock.
I don't want to get shocked.
Yeah, I think you're gonna. I think you're gonna be just fine.
Okay, fine. I did it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You get those studio lights.
Light up the sky. I kiss you goodbye.
All right, so I'm going to have to stop sharing there, and maybe that there. because I'm gonna need my phone.
Dun 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 dun. Got pink in your area. Mama, she
Right.
got a child.
Are we done building our wire maze?
I am almost done.
All right, Gabriel, any questions on your end?
I don't think.
Gabriel?
No.
Can we watch Mr. Bean yet?
Nope.
Okay. I thought I would ask.
All right.
Hi. I think you have responsibilities.
So we're going to open up, it says open up the Science Journal app.
You got a jingle, you light up the sky.
Let's go ahead and do that, please. Open up the Science Journal app, and then we're going to press the plus sign to start a new experiment. And then we're going to select the sensor. And then we're going to activate the raw sensor. Let's see if we can find the raw sensor.
No. No, I don't. Yes. No.
Activate the raw sensor. Where is that? Let me make sure everything is. All right, let's see. It says enable audio. Okay, so we need to activate resistance then. Yeah, so you want to activate the resistance.
Do I make a new science journal or whatever?
All right. Yeah. So let me show you what you're gonna do, friends. All right. So let me share my phone. Can everyone see me? Can everyone see me? Everybody ready?
Yes.
All right, so Gabriel, what we did, we hooked up our board the same way from yesterday. We put the blue and the yellow banana clips inside the resistance section. So do you have yours like that, Gabriel?
Yes.
All right, so now I'm going to open up the app. Come on with me, please. I'm going to open up a new experiment by pressing that the plus sign. All right, I'm going to call this, I'm going to name it Buzz Wire. I'm going to hit the check mark. Yes?
Yes.
I'm going to go back. Open up Buzz Wire, and then I'm going to hit sensor. I'm going to go over to resistance. And then you see these three dots right here?
Yes.
Hayden and Eli, you see these three dots right here?
Yes.
I'm going to touch those three dots and select enable audio. Okay, I'm going to put my camera to put my wand over here at the end. Notice and my data is staying consistent, press forward and try to move through the wire maze without touching. If I touch, what happens when I touch? All right, and then when you get done, you can press stop.
Wow, that was cool.
So try to test your parents. Again?
It was kind of annoying hearing that.
Well, it's science.
Science. Test tubes. Chemicals. We say science class.
I'm gonna press record. Come here, Ronnie.
That was cool, but
Right.
Annoying.
I'm gonna press record, and you're trying to keep this one around without touching the aluminum foil. Record and start. Sorry. Let's stop. I'm laughing at him. He think he's a comedian.
Who?
You.
No,
How
I'm
much
not.
believe? He ain't gonna believe. All right, guys. I can't wait to see if your parents are able to complete your maze. So, Gabriel, were you able to get yours set up?
Thomas, I can still hear somebody.
Somebody know how to do it now.
You'll be all right. We in class. That's what we're doing. So you'll be okay. We listen to y'all sing. So you'll be okay. What you say, Gabriel?
I know how to do it now.
Wait, is that your microphone?
Wait, oh no, this is like an overhead for a GoPro to get like a shot straight down.
Oh. Do you have like a tall tripod?
Mm-hmm.
I need one. Can I have yours?
I'm gonna try to get a shorter one. Anybody finished theirs yet?
I finished mine.
All right, let's see. Took your camera to it.
I did. It was really hard. I had to mute myself because it was really loud.
Unmute yourself. We want to hear it. This is part of the class.
Okay, then you can hear it.
I want to hear it.
It stays low.
How's it going?
Well, I think I'm doing very well.
Why don't you got this card here on?
I didn't know this was music class.
Say again?
I didn't know this was music class.
Neither did I, you know, but we embrace our
Well, I didn't know you. I thought you were supposed to have your camera on, Eli, so shush.
No,
And
it's no, it's music time. No, I mean it's science time.
we
If it's
embrace
science
our
time, then turn on your camera. He wants to see your work.
No,
Exactly.
I don't want anyone to see my work.
So then don't
Exactly.
judge me for singing.
Yeah, and also I'm
Woo,
sweating.
get him, Peyton. Get him, Peyton. Get him, Peyton. Well, you tell him again, Peyton. Say it again for the people in the back.
You're supposed to have your video on. It's science class. He wants to see your work. So don't judge me for singing, Mr. No Camera.
Fine.
Mr. No Camera.
Now don't
Mr.
try
No
that.
Camera. Sweep around your own front porch before you try to sweep around mine.
What?
All right, friends, we are nearing
I'm
the end
sweating.
of class. I want you to test your parents to see if they can do it.
Ooh, sweating everywhere.
I'm going to try mine again.
Look at you now, look at me. Look at you now, look at me. Look at you now, look at me. Wait, I can't see you. So you better be quiet. I know what you're talking about. Look at me now, look at you. How you like that?
Okay, I'm about to leave now. Don't worry.
I'm out of dream, light up the sky.
Oh my gosh,
Right,
I'm
quick.
sweating so much.
It's all good. Gabe, are you there?
My camera's off because my shirt is off.
Okay,
Because
yeah, keep
it's
your camera
so
off. You don't
hot.
want to,
It's so
don't want
hot.
to see.
That's
You
why
don't
my
wanna
shirt
see-
is off. I
Put
mean my
your shirt
camera. ASMR. Wait, Mr. Ronnie, are you trying to do an ASMR?
Say again.
Are you trying to do an ASMR?
Am I trying to do what?
Are you trying to do an ASMR?
I'm not sure what ASMR is.
I don't even know what it stands for. It's just like a bunch.
It's amazingly satisfying music or something.
Well, it's not music, but it's
How
like
do you
sounds.
know, Mr. No Camera?
My camera is on.
I don't care. I don't care.
So you're saying you want to see me shirtless?
No, I don't want to see that. I just
Okay.
don't want to. That's just not a pretty
Let
picture.
me keep my
Eli.
camera.
Eli, you funny, man.
I'm just sweating.
That boy said, so you saying you want to see me shirtless?
Okay,
All right,
here's
guys.
what you do. You put on a tank top like a normal person.
I don't have any.
Then how do you live?
I don't need a tank top to breathe.
Yes, you do. What do you do when you go to the pool and you're embarrassed because, oh, I'm so sweaty, I don't need to take my shit off. You wear a tank top.
Hey, I'm about to get ready to film a shot of this engagement. So please keep the conversations to what we're doing. Quiet on the set, Ronnie.
Filming and 3, 2, 1. Action.
All right, so you guys, you see that my data is consistent across the screen. So as I try to move my ring through,
Don't make it fall.
It's hungrying my ears. That is hungrying my ears. Ear pods.
there we go. All right, quiet on the set. So as you guys see right now, the connectivity is consistent. And as I move through the maze, it's going to drop if I touch. So let the people in your family test them to see if they're able.
I think my mom will have some tons of fun. I think I will talk to her and let her do it after she gets off work.
Awesome.
No singing.
All right, friends, that is our class for today. Any questions, thoughts, or comments from you all?
I don't have any questions or comments.
Awesome. Well, I will see you all on Sunday. I'm going to text your parents. Your moms may be joining me on a...
I might have a game on Sunday.
Okay, I'll talk to your mom and we'll work out whatever we need to work out. Gabe, do you need me to go back over anything for you?
No, thank you, but sorry for being late.
Yeah, man, I missed you, man. I'll send you the recording of the first part so you can see some of the animals she had, okay? All right, guys. Great work today. I will see you all on Sunday.